where everything is going to end up is the option for G2 here. What's it going to be in the top lane for Wonder?
Could be a Karma top, could be a Jace top, but it's going to be the Mundo! That's the first Mundo game in Europe!
I'm ready for it now. If you are not familiar, Mundo got a pretty decently sized rework. His Q and his R are essentially the same. His passive is very different. All of his other abilities.
His R is different, because now I believe he doesn't actually give up the healing. You don't lose health anymore. Well, base swap the sweeper, they have bush control. So that's the reason they have to push in bots. But eyes on mid, Caps
Ward hop,
could be in
Caps
danger.
gonna be in trouble. That's gonna be a knock. Easy CC, easy follow. Flash forward with the E. Clean combo. First blood for VTO.
Caps really struggling there. Level 2.
Jankos is making his way bottom side, but Wonder and Caps are the players that we have our eyes on because this has been a very difficult split, to put it lightly. I think
He'll have about 3 seconds downtime before he can stop the CC again. Jankos finding Razork in the river here over Crab.
Back. Jankos definitely going to be in trouble here. Leeson certainly wins out on these duels. Mickey X on the way in. The flash over, though. Razork is not done yet. Mickey there. Blast Cone going to save the day. Razork, is he going to follow? Razork massive in these fights, finally giving her access to a bit more CC.
Yeah, Razork always dashing through mid. Caps doesn't go away, though, so he's going aggressive.
Good calling. Caps is going to fully commit. One auto. The flash out from VTO. Just one-shots people. It's very easy. You push R on Syndra after you land the stun. Leeson gets to come in and land his full combo. If someone dies in any one of these lanes,
Jankos is nearby, but Vander's on the way too. He's going to face check Mickey here.
He has to be careful here.
3v3.
Needs to be able to proc. Back away. He has proc the aftershock. That's going to be big. Caps now running for the hill. That's the ulti coming in. Caps incredibly low. They're now chasing. Razork should be an easy follow-up. Kick over the wall. Finishes him off, and Razork grabs it.
Yeah, too much burst coming out of the Syndra, but they're just going to pop their Herald. Reckless is pushing out bot. Wunder's trying to collapse now.
Razork can follow up, but he doesn't really have any CC. Wonder can just keep walking forward. He can ignore any potential Lee Sin kick coming out. So Razork is forced to flash away. That's the power of the new Mundo.
Coming back.
Good damage now coming in. Mundo starting to chase. Has the ulti activated. He's now chasing down. They're looking to run. They're looking to fully commit here. Good damage onto Vander. He will be sacrificed. Buy as much time as he can, but G2 fire back. Get a kill of their own. Herald still moving in mid lane.
Got a lot of kills from that Misfit solo lane as we're ahead. VTO on a second.
Back, hunt away, just
up, trying to defend it. Reckless has had bot push the whole game long. It's just been like a farming fiesta in the bot side and the top side of the map. VTO
slowed down there by the solar flare. He's gonna fully commit here. Dash forward from Caps. That's the Gale Force. Good damage to come through. Nothing.
Mid lane, 2 kills. Got a shutdown to himself now. Up in CS.
Holding on despite the early deficit. Now it's Kabe who's in trouble. He's going to be forced to burn literally everything to make it to that one. That's the flash, the cleanse, the ultimate. But now Vander's going to be in trouble. Wonder is on the way in. Once Mundo is on top of you, you are not getting away. Mundo still going where he pleases, even after the changes. Still not going over walls, however. So the flashes and the dashes will make sure that
Horizon reference yesterday.
Bro, yeah. I mean, it's fits for Wonder. Mickey again going in, though. The knockback is there, but it's too little. Mickey too clean on these ganks. Ganking mid lane, and now Caps is starting to pull ahead. Not someone you want to give any advantages to. Gale Force out safety, getting away from Razork. Razork, no room to find the kick. Dash in, Gale Force is there, but he's kicking. He's going to try to finish the job. He gets knocked back. Reckless saving his mid laner, keeping him alive. The flash forward, 1-2 autos. The explosive charge. Bye-bye.
There's the be happy from Reckless. He gets himself his kill. They're going to force the dragon now.
Misfits trying to fight for mid priority. In the meantime, they're just going to shred through this dragon. You've got 3 high DPS champions just burning through this objective. Misfits are going to try to commit for it. Razor can just go into the pit. I don't know if it's worth it to go in. Jankos. At this point, if you're VTO, you see an Anathema's chains on the enemy team. That's going to be difficult to survive. Vander is there to body block, but even he is a very squishy cow. There's no more tower there, and he's just going to start to get run down. They finally knock back the Mundo, but G2 there, an unstoppable onslaught. Razork's been caught. Now, what was he even doing there?
I think Razork was perhaps looking for some kind of kick. If G2 overcommitted through mid, maybe he could get a kick onto Caps or Reckless. But
the early game, but the chain gang's coming in from Mickey. Jankos has been everywhere he needs in this mid game. Wonder, after a quiet early game, has been nearly unstoppable in these small skirmishes. We went from a 2-0 kill lead for Misfits to now 5 kills for G2 and a Vision Ward spotting out what Razork is doing.
Razork tried to hit it, I think, but he hit the Raptor instead. He was looking for some kind of flash kick onto Caps, I think. And then Jankos just instantly decides to go on top of him. Mickey follows. And that blue orb was his death sentence.
Unlucky Raptor spawn.
The Baron creeps. That should be enough for G2 can take down these tier 2s. Mid lane should fall now, and they can move into top with that wave. I think Mickey just acting as a bridge.
And this game is just very hard for Misfits to play out. Here it now going for a big dunk, though. Maybe he can get something done, but it's Reckless over the wall. Free hitting, big haymaker, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Razork trying to find the kick. Wonder untouched on the front line. That's the Mundo we know and love, as Jankos whiffs the ult on the back side. I think maybe lost vision there for a second as he wanted to dash in.
He's going to find a wild Razork here.
That's a little Pokeball. Sin. Oh, Diana manages to miss there. Razork trying to get something done. Luckily has the team in the area. Jankos' ults.
Can't wait to see it. I can't wait for Wundo to just walk into their faces and see how long he can live with the Stone Blade, with the Soul. They're just going to force it. Misfits, you've got to answer as soon as we force this up. Are you going to look for a steal? Are you going to look for the fight? Jankos is in a great position.
Waiting off to the side. Can they get anything done? 5K, it's getting lower. Razor could need to be a miracle play, but they're just pulling away from the Baron and they're turning for the fight instead. Wonder on the front line, Caps laying down the Coling. Vander just getting shredded through. That's the Ignite ticking. Dash forward on the Gale Force. Solar Flare, it's here in the midst of the back line, but here it can't get anything done. Pulls forward, he's gonna dunk him down back over the wall. He wants to turn it back. Here it wants to get something done, but he does not have the necessary damage. Razor manages to land the kickback. Razor manages to find a kill, but it's just not enough. Reckless, Wonder, Mickey, Caps, everybody is still up except for Jankos, and Wonder is at full health.
He's still at full health. He didn't take a shred of damage, and he just regened straight up when he did. Hirit, good engage. Regardless, we'll take a look at that one again, because it looked like Hirit's positioning wasn't too bad. He forces Jankos out initially, and then Misfits try to peel back. Vander has to use the ult very, very early on, and G2 tried to overchase a little bit, but this is where Misfits has some kind of control, so watch Hirit here. What he does is I think he just tries to get someone over the wall. Really big ultimate from Mickey to stun up 2 members. But then the only real way Misfits were going to win this fight was Hirit's ultimate here. Tries to get Mickey onto Jankos and into the double W. If you could get the double kill there, then there was a world where Misfits could have turned, but Mickey lives. Jankos uses the stopwatch, does end up dying in the end, but 3 for 1.
And you see there, VTO uses the stun, uses the knockback, is followed up by the Lee Sin.
Coming in again, 1 member mid, 4 members bot. When this next wave comes in, they can start to hit the towers.
Big VTO just getting shredded by Caps. Kobbie's going to step forward, but I don't know if that's going to work out for him. Yanko's getting knocked back, but he still manages to find the kill. Goes golden with the stopwatch. Here it can try to commit for this one. Pulls back on the Haymaker. Now going to dunk him into the midst of the team. Caps getting out of the fight. Caps still alive. Razor getting cut down. Here it forced to flash away. Reckless leaping forward. He's feeling confident. But Misfits are just forced back. Wonder remains at full health. Reckless and Caps also healing up, and G2 are just breaking down the base.
Yeah, 1 for 1. They should be able to move mid here. I think Wonder can just tank the inhib tower while his team kills it because it's low HP. Wonder is pretty much unkillable at this point, and I think he's the biggest issue that Misfits are running into because they can't play front to backs when their carries can't get through the tanks. So, yeah, G2 shred through here. They shred through Razork. They have to duck and dive around the fights, but Wonder can just stand there and press. Razork has to kick up soon. This positioning from Vander could be massive. G2, both of their carries are right next to each other.
If Misfits burn it without giving up any major cooldowns, maybe they can turn and burn. Maybe they can win the fight. Misfits have the Elder. Is that going to be enough? Vander off on the flank. The rest of Misfits can now fully commit. The Coling comes out. Vander might just get immediately taken down. Mickey's still in the midst of the entire team. Jankos off to the side. Eyes on Jankos, but the knockback is there. Jankos getting burned down by the Elder Dragon buff. Misfits, they're making it work. Caps on the run. Kobbie in the back line. Elder Dragon doing work. Burned down 1 by 1. Misfits were 10K down, but the Elder Dragon wins them the fight.
G2 dropped the ball for a couple of seconds and Misfits find something. They managed to get themselves an Elder Dragon. 40 seconds on G2 and they have a mid-wave. I think they just have to commit to an end. There's no way they're going to get a fight like that ever again.
K-Draw was ready for the 2-minute G2 victory lap. I thought we'd get to sing the praises of Caps, how G2 solo lanes were stepping up. But when it mattered most, when the pressure was on, Misfits saw their window of opportunity. Misfits want to fight for first. They are poised to end. It is Reckless versus the world.
They have to go for it. They just have to commit. Reckless to have Elder Dragon. 10 seconds on Jankos. Mickey's up soon. I think they're just gonna win.
Misfits make a miracle happen to bring the game back and to hold on to first place in the LEC.
I'm absolutely shocked. How did they find that? G2 had a 10,000 gold lead. They had 2 Barons, a Mountain Soul. They outscaled.
Kadriel, that was the biggest comeback of LEC 2021.
That wasn't a comeback, that was the biggest, the craziest end I've ever seen. How can they just win a fight with Elder Dragon like that out of nowhere and just end the game? That's shocking.
Incredible. We're closing out the first round robin with our match of the week as Rogue and Mad Lions face off. And if it's anything like that game, it's going to be an absolute banger.
Bruh. What just happened?
I have no idea.